what we shared. Okay, and then he realized that the queue in Mr. B's shop was actually double his. There appears to be double the amount of customers for Mr. B. So the next day for his second wish, the angel of the Lord came and said, "Hey, Mr. B, what do you want?" So he said, "I tell you what, I want a beautiful wife, a super beautiful wife." And lo and behold, one girl came and said, "I want to marry you." He comes from a different church. And then he looked. Mr. A have got two girls coming to him and say, "I want to marry you." And both the girls are twice as beautiful as his girl. Okay, this is where it comes that he and Miss A and B do not like one another. And so there was this thought that the third day, the angel of the Lord turned up. And Mr. B, have you given it the thought for the wish? And Mr. B was actually speculating the whole night. And he was not very happy the fact that he had 100 customers a day. Last time he only had about maybe 10, 20 a day. He was now not happy. Because in those days when he had 10, 20, Mr. A also had about maybe 5. But now it's reversed. He had 100, Mr. A had 200. So he didn't look at that blessing that he had, but the unforgiveness has crept in. The anger that Mr. A had wronged him have crept in. So the 200, even though he had a lot more customers than he had before, the unforgiveness have actually affected his judgment. And then the third wish came, and the story ends here. What would he wish for? And this is sometimes because we are jealous for someone, or we are angry or have unforgiveness, we cannot accept the fact that God prospers the other person more than us, and we will not want to accept that fact. And if you are the third wish, some people may wish, I wish I'm blind one eye so that he can be totally blind. Because the angel did say, I'll do double. And some people who are much smarter said, which means you put aside differences. Remember Anwar and Najib, they put aside their differences. If you put aside differences, you may go to
Anwar and Mahathir.
Anwar and Mahathir, sorry. If you put aside your differences, you can do things. Somebody said, one of the Jewish persons said, they call him Jew. He who happened to be Mr. B, went to Mr. A and said, "Okay, I got this wish. How about we work together? I wish for 1 million customers. You get 2 million, but you split you even out the profit between us." And putting aside the prejudice, and that's the Jewish style of doing things. But the Singaporean style, I do not know. Is it we are going to wish for one eye blind so the other person can be blind twice? For me, I would say I wish for 10 wives so that the other guy got 20 wives and have so much marital problem. So this is about that. I'm going to end here with this thought that forgiveness is not really an easy thing to do. The last story will told you that sometimes lack of forgiveness will hurt. And then acknowledging your own sin is also, especially the hidden sin, is not as easy as you think. I mean, trying to put sackcloth on an animal, good luck to you to try. Human beings are really tough in now. And those olden days, try putting on an animal. The animal will resist like crazy. I believe that. I really like the king because he's a brilliant guy. Imagine if God only saved all the human beings to let the animals die in the city, he's going to have a massive clean-up bill and throw all the animals out, cutting them out. He'll be facing starvation, lack of food, no milk for the next few days, 1,001 problems. But he's have foresight. But this is what I quite like. And just remember the king. He's willing to say, I'm at fault. So if we are at fault, do admit it to God. You don't have to confess to me. I don't want to know sometimes, and I don't need to know. But it's between you and God, to ask God for forgiveness. Whether you have to fast or not wear sackcloth is entirely up to you. Okay, that's all my sharing.